Hey there, Pisces Sun, Pisces Moon, Pisces Rising. Welcome to your reading for November 21st through the 27th. This week for you is going to be a lot like playing 3D chess, only it's on a map. And it's kind of like you can see things from above, from below, from, this angle and that angle. It's very multidimensional planning, and I think it's about figuring out what it is that you want to do and which way to move with that. So, okay. Interesting underline here. There's something. Okay, this underlying energy here, we have the Six of Swords and the Death card. So it's moving through the healing process of something, and it has taught you so much. You have the card of the Journey and the Seer. And so this is the energy of trying to figure out, of seeing things from a different way, a different perspective, like being able to go really deep and fly really high, and see it, like stretch it out and look at it in different angles. It's very multi-dimensional viewing. It's very interesting energy. It is about how to find success towards something that you're moving toward. The overall energy you have here is this Knight of Pentacles. So it is about using this energy to help you to figure out what your next best move is. And I want to caution you against getting too stressed out about it. I feel like the information you need is going to come to you, and it's not going to come to you from thinking about it. It's going to come to you from feeling about it. How do you feel about it? What do you see? What do you notice? What is your intuition feels incredibly heightened, and there's a need to really dive into your intuition in order to know what to do next. And I'm a little worried because the anchoring card here is this Nine of Swords. And so this Nine of Swords was about what step to take next. So that kind of clarified that for me. And it's about this healing through a process, a transition, a transmutation, they're saying. Something in your life has shifted dramatically, and with it comes a great deal of healing energy, because even this has this white rose of healing, and there's this butterfly, this big transition. You could see the lunar cycles of the moon. There was something that needed to be completed that is transformed, and now you're moving through this healing energy, but it feels like a very slow glide through the deep underbellies of the information that allows the energy to, it feels like, seep into every pore and core area of your body. And so the movement forward does feel like it is going to be very carefully planned by you after you assimilate all this information. But it's moving past a very dramatic conclusion, just one cycle, and moving toward another. And there is a need to move forward based on what your intuition is bringing for you. So it's very powerful. There is, at the core of this, is the opportunity. The key to the situation is the Six of Wands, but the Six of Wands is depicted by a horse here. It's not about the rider. And so this victory comes through being able to accept the assistance of your higher self as you look at something. It's okay. So when I was I went to engineering school, went right out of high school, and one of our first assignments was to take something and rotate it through space and draw all the different angles. And I was really struggling with how to do that. I knew I was missing a line, and I couldn't figure the line. I couldn't get the last piece of information, which is what this feels like. Like I can't get the last piece of information. And so I was really tired, and I went to bed. And while I was asleep, I dreamed that I made a 3D model of it. So and then I knew what to do. And so when I got up in the morning, I took a piece of lightweight cardboard, and I configured it, and I taped it all together. And as soon as I did that and I rotated it, I could physically see where the difference is. And so it's like there's something that needs to be rotated in space in order to see it from another angle. It's the missing piece of information with which everything becomes very clear. Like you'll know what to do, and that's where the victory comes. But it's going to come through your intuition. The horse is very much about being in connection with your higher self. And so maybe in a very practical way, you have to write down all the different possible solutions and everything on paper and kind of look at it and go into this Nine of Swords energy. Well, what if it was this way? What would it look like? And if it was this way? But I want to caution you against getting too up in your head to the part where you're not listening to your intuition and where it creates anxiety and distress. And Spirit never wants you to feel anxiety and distress. What they want you to feel is joy and happiness. And so how can you do that? There is this energy here of emotionally walking away from things that are not working for you. This is a time in our lives where we're looking at situations, we're like, this works, I like this is fun, this is enjoyable, and we stick with that, and there's like, nope, yeah, no, I don't like that, it feels icky, or it's not working, or whatever. And so there's this rapid changing of this, it's almost like sorting. It's like a sorting machine. They're showing me like in the post office, like all the letters coming in, and they're being sorted in different areas based on their zip codes or whatever. And so there's this rapid sorting through of what works, what doesn't work, what's of interest, and what can be tabled for later. Sort, 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 sort. And so the struggle has been, I think, that you have been so busy and caught up in the day-to-day activities of probably sorting out a bunch of stuff in your life that you have forgotten to go inside on a regular basis and connect in with your higher spirit, which is where your superpower lies. The more you connect in with spirit, the stronger your energy. And here we have the card of the moon, which is totally you. This is the moon in this is Venus in Pisces, and Venus is exalted in Pisces, and Venus is about love, and Venus is about healing when she is in Pisces. And so she's encouraging you. You are being encouraged by the moon to connect in with your own self-love, your own self-worth, your own self-esteem. Venus is all about that, in the energy of who you are, and to really tap into your emotional energy to figure out what to do, because you have been trying to build something here. We have the Eight of Pentacles. You've really been trying, and you've been working hard. It's depicted by the beaver. But I want you to notice that he's stacking things up on top of each other that looks like a tower. And the tower will come down if it has not already, right? And so then you have to like put it all back together again and keep trying and keep trying. And part of this is trying to see what works. How can you stack these things? I have to say, in this deck, the Nine of Pentacles shows them stacked 4 on the bottom, 3, and then 2 into a pyramid shape. And so there is a more stable way to stack things. And here, in how to move forward in your thought process, we have that pyramid depicted here. It's using the wand. So this is taking action to create a more stable structure than this freaking little tower here that looks very unstable, and it's not going to hold up. It's a house of cards that is coming down there, when what you really need is the stable structure. And this is mind, body, okay, mind, body, and the spirit, right? You've got to connect in with spirit. That is where you ground your energy. That is where you are really in tune with what needs to happen. Or you can look at it as mind, body, and spirit this way. That might actually make more sense, because then you can ground and manifest and create a stable structure here in the 3D plane that allows you to move forward. You transform the situation here with this movement of wands, this Knight of Wands, this very youthful, energetic energy of the red fox. And the red fox is very clever, right? It's working smarter, not harder. They are always keeping in mind what is going to get them what they need in the end, right? So the stories of foxes are always, in the fables, they're always a little manipulative. They're very clever, and they get other people they're sort of like Tom Sawyer energy, right? They get other people to paint the fence for them. So where can you make some kind of a shift, a change, where you're working smarter, not harder, where you are creating something that is stable? And see that sun coming up? That is that creative solar plexus that allows you to shine your light out there. Then we have the navel and the sacral chakra lit up there also. And so this is definitely about your creative energies and your sense of sensuality and sexuality coming into this too. That's a very interesting statement. Okay, and so this is letting your light really shine out there. You need a different perspective. Another card here that represents your sign is the Hanged Man. and that is the action to take. It is to go within, but his eyes are wide open. He's getting ready to fly. Now this bat is awake. So it's like that wide awake, looking at something from a different angle and getting ready to soar. Okay, so allowing yourself to move into a new direction, but very intuitively guided. I almost feel like the more angles you look at something, this Nine of Swords, the easier it will be to define what is the one slow, steady step you take moving forward. However, again, anxiety is not what you're looking to do. So this Nine of Swords, I'm really concerned because I have a Pisces moon, and I'm really concerned that anxiety might get the best of you. So instead, try to be grounded and practical. Listen to your intuition. Yes, there is a little bit of a need to be strategic, but the strategy is coming through the wands. It's not coming through swords, which is very interesting. And here in the heart space, you have the Knight of Cups. So you have the card of action here. You've got the Knight of Wands, the Knight of Cups, the Knight of Pentacles. Taking action that comes through your heart space. It's going to be slow moving, but it is progression moving forward. There is a need for you to really listen into your heart space. With the moon here and this horse and the Knight of Cups, this is definitely about really tapping in and using your superpower of your intuition to discern and decide what is the next step. Seeing things from a different angle, but it is being able to see them through your mind's eye. It's not through strategy. It's definitely through your mind's eye. And so the more time that you can spend in, oh my God. The more time, look, oh my God. Look, the sun is coming up down here too. This is actually, okay, so I had them out of order because I thought I was done. And then I'm like, wait, I never did Pisces. Okay, so here's the thing. So this new moon, this is actually for when the moon is in Sagittarius, and it's a spiraling up, but look, we have a bird and it's singing, and so it's about the joy. This is about the joy. You're going to send through what makes you feel joyful. Look how he's moving upwards. He's not moving sideways. He's pointing upwards, and it's lifting up out of the depths of the emotional energy, and it's reaching for something higher, right? So it's like you're very comfortable in the emotional depths, but you're being asked to go higher. And I don't just mean into the swords energy of air, but beyond that, into the universe. You've got Jupiter and Neptune, pretty much they're in conjunction. They're very close in your sign right now, within 10 degrees of each other. And they are definitely feeding this energy that allows you to rise to the occasion, to rise to a new level of understanding of whatever it is that you are seeking to find here. You have an ability right now with these two planets, and Jupiter is only there for a very short time. By the end of December, he's left. And so there's this rising, this, like, it feels like the Kundalini rising, but it feels like this energy of being pushed up to breach the surface, but not just the surface of the planet, it's the surface of your soul. It's like stretching and moving out. Is a very intense energy that's coming through here. And it's almost as though this thing is dead. It's a skeleton. Trying to do this with your brain is dead. That doesn't work. That's not going to work. What's going to work is to use this energy of your intuition and your third eye to really breach and push through what I want to say is your crown chakra, to really connect in. Now, I am going to pull cards for the new moon. It'll be in the collective reading that comes out on the 20th at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time Zone in the U.S. That is a premiere video with a live chat. If you want to join the live chat and you're watching on your phone, you have to hit live chat to be in the right chat box. But I would love to have you come join me for that. But, you know, so we're going to do that and pull cards for each of the signs of the zodiac for that new moon. This right here, though, this is yours. This is the most intense reading. I thought Sagittarius was intense. They got nothing on you. This is energy where you are really being invited into the beyond the realms, beyond the veil, into other areas to gather the information that you need. You may find that it happens in your dream time. It would definitely, if you were to spend the time in meditation, I'm sure you could get there. I want to, because this bird is here, say use music when you're meditating, because music really helps you to, one, it grounds you. Music is, okay, so this is really interesting. Sandalphon, Archangel Sandalphon is the archangel associated with Pisces, but he's also the archangel associated with the Earth star, which is where you ground your energy, and so you would remain grounded, so you wouldn't get lost in space, is what they said. Don't get lost in space. And so there is something waiting for you to discover it. Something magnificent and wonderful, that something either about you or an idea or something, some really out of the box kind of experience waiting for you. That moon, when it is in Scorpio on Monday and Tuesday, it's back in Scorpio while the sun is in Scorpio. That doesn't happen a lot, that you get the sun twice in a sign. We're going to get that again with Aries. I mean, the moon twice in a sign when the sun is there. But we're getting that in the spring with Aries also. And an eclipse will be involved, just like it was this time. So it's really powerful energy here driving things forward. And you have healing the earth. Pisces is the sign of healing. There is something really powerful where you get a vision of something that I believe will make a major difference in the collective, but at least in a very large community. Wow. Around you. So some idea, and a lot of times, honestly, when we lift ourselves up and we shine our light out, and you say, well, I'm not, if you're living from joy and you're shining your light out and you're like, but I'm just living a small normal life here, let me tell you, that light lights up the darkness of the people around you, and it lights them up, and as they light up, and it's like these circles here that spread out, and it spirals out, and it matters. So you're like the pebble in the still pond, and you don't understand or see necessarily every time how much just you living in joy and enjoying your life and being happy makes a difference in the lives around you. You know how it is when you have people in the house that are not happy, how it affects the energy of everybody there, and then it goes out and affects the energy of who they work with and who they go to school with and stuff. And yet it's the reverse, is if they live in a family situation where there's love and warmth and healing and nurturing, they know how to do that, and they go out and they share that out into the world. And so don't ever think that just because you're not creating the metaverse, that you're not important, and that the work you do isn't important. It's incredibly important. And as we slide out of the Aquarian age into the Pisces age, out of Pisces into Aquarian, this energy needs to be pushed forward. The healing energy, we have to take that with us. It's not like we're just like, oh, we're done with that, we're doing this. No, we have to carry that with us. In that very small bag of the Fool there, we need to be able to carry our healing energy and our joyful energy. And Pisces, you're being called on to look at the big picture, like really in all of its dimensionality. You have here healing the world, love, humility, and respect. So respect for yourself, self-respect, self-value, self-worth. Again, Venus is exalted in Pisces. And those are the characteristics it brings in humility, is service to others with joy in your heart, not because you need them to tell you how great you are. You give yourself your own love. You don't need anybody to fill up your cup of love. You know how to do that for yourself. So you can work and act in service and healing for others, and it brings joy into your heart. And the love that you feel, you share out into the world. And it starts with really loving yourself and respecting this grand ability you have to naturally heal those around you. You have the card of the secret, the unknown mysteries, and the wonders. I really think you're going to get some amazing visions if you could spend some time in meditation. I think you're going to see how much your energy can be used in such a beautiful way. You know, here they show in this healing card, putting the energy on. This is like Reiki healing. You know, you can visualize the earth in your hands, and you can shower it with love. If you could do this every day, if every Pisces watching this video would take the time to once a day just stand there for a moment, give it just like a minute of concentrated effort where you're just pouring love out over the world, what a difference that would make. What a difference. It is the light that shines in. And so it is the ascension process, the dawn of a new day. You are elevating into a new dimension. You are helping to carry the energy of this planet, they're saying, into a new dimension. Oh my God. This is such big energy. Oh, you have the card of the elephant of greatness. Okay. The moon, when it's in Capricorn, is a preparation energy. The next time the moon is Capricorn, after this, it'll be a new moon on December 23rd. And so there's this preparatory energy to be carried forward. And you have the elephant and you have the moose. I've seen both of these cards. I think Scorpio may have had the moose. I don't remember who had the elephant. The moose wisdom says, it might have been Sag though. Let your head and your mind reach to the stars, yet keep your feet grounded. If you notice, there's a lot of growth here going up. There's this spiraling coming up. It's really important that you stay grounded. It was Scorpio, because the moose can swim through the waters, and so can you, right? So a moose can swim through the waters, but they can also be on land, and they have those antlers that allow them to really reach up into the heavens and pull in like antennas, all this intuitive knowledge. That is you, Pisces. That is you. So let your head and your mind reach the stars, yet keep your feet grounded on the earth. Listen to the ancient wisdom in your soul. Listen to you are the carrier of the ancient wisdom, Pisces. Listen to the ancient wisdom in your soul. The ancestors speak through you. They speak through you, through the actions you take, through the love you share, through the healing power that you give the world, through words of wisdom that just freaking drop out of your mouth, and you're like, ooh, that sounds smart. You can do this. It says you know so much. And then we have the elephant of greatness, which again, very grounded, but it has that big antenna of the trunk to really lift and listen to spirit, and it knows how to trumpet. It knows how to sound the call. It knows how to sing from the soul. It says love is your strength. Love is your strength. The more you fill up your own cup with love, the more love you have to give. Love is your strength. Leadership is your path. Pisces, I keep telling you to be the CEO of your own life. There's a reason for this. There is a reason you are here at this time, was to do this work, to make this transition where you show the world through love and healing how to ascend to the next stage in the game, which is the age of Aquarius. So leadership is your path. Your wisdom inspires everyone you meet. Like I said, the pebble in the pond. It isn't about doing big things great. It's about doing the small things great and allowing that to become a great thing. And that thing that you do that is so great is love. It is your strength. You can overcome any problem. You will naturally and easily achieve success. So the Six of Wands here, focus on the energy of what it would feel like to feel successful. What means success to you doesn't matter. You decide what that means. You decide what it looks like. and then use the power of your emotions, use the power of love, place yourself, because you can transcend time and space right now. Place yourself in the energy of what it would be like to be successful. Use that new moon to really set your intention. What would it feel like to really feel like that? What does it feel like to be that successful in whatever arena you want? Whether it is a career, you want a new house, a new move, you want love, you want the family, whatever the heck it is, it does not matter. It doesn't matter what you choose to focus on. You want to figure out how to solve world hunger. It doesn't matter. You focus on what would it feel like, and then allow your intuition to show you the path, because you can see things multidimensionally right now in a way that not everybody can. Spend time in meditation. Pay attention to your dreams. Really do this with intention. If you do this with intention, you will get the information you need. And I think you're going to be shocked at how amazing the images that come through are for you. It looks like quite the ride. I'm on Facebook every day if you want a little bit of advice from the stars. I do astrological, more about the astrology of it and how to use the energy for the day over there. And I'd love to see you in the chat on Sundays at 7:30. You guys take really good care. Meditate. Spend the time feeling into the energy, because you are important. You almost feel like the keystone to this whole ability for this planet to ascend. Thank you for coming here to do that. You guys take care. I'll talk to you soon.